which is set to expire on March 31st. Our Small Business Committee Chairman, Senator Cardin, is here to talk about the importance of extending PPP and all of his work to get this done quickly. There's no reason to let this program expire while there are scores of small businesses still in line and billions of dollars left in the program to provide desperately needed help. The House passed the extension 415 to 3, only 3 negative votes. We hope the Senate will move the bill quickly, that no one will stand in the way, that no one will block it. The Senate must pass another extension of the PPP program, Paycheck Protection Program, before the end of the week to make sure that the nation's small businesses can access this vital lifeline as we all begin to recover from the crisis. But let me be clear, we are not going to end this week without passing an extension. And I'm confident that once again, we will get the job done. Senator Durbin.
Thanks, Senator Schumer. Last week, 1 week ago today, I announced that I'd be holding today's Judiciary Committee hearing on gun violence. The same day, before the sun set, there was a horrific string of shootings in Atlanta, Georgia, that took the lives of 8 victims. Last night, as I was preparing for today's hearings, there was another unspeakable mass shooting, this time at a grocery store in Boulder, Colorado. 10 people killed yesterday, including Boulder police officer Eric Talley, 51 years old, father of 7. It's a devastating loss. These victims and their loved ones are worthy not only of our thoughts, they're worthy of our prayers, and they're worthy of our actions. Enough thoughts and prayers. Now let's do something. This morning, one of the Republican senators, the junior senator from Texas, came in and called the hearing ridiculous theater. Well, I don't believe there was any part of it that was ridiculous. It was dead serious as we consider these victims and so many more, 40,000 each year who die across America. Theater is a departure from reality. We're in reality, and it's called the Judiciary Committee in the United States Senate and the Congress of the United States, with the authority, and I hope the opportunity, to use that authority to make America safer. I thank Senator Schumer for what he said about bringing this bill to the floor. I hope that we can complement whatever your effort might be in the committee. I don't know if we'll get a bipartisan vote, but I want to make it clear through this hearing today that door is open for conversation. But universal background checks are not only supported by 90% of Americans, but a majority of gun owners. They trust that if we have a law and people follow it, we'll be safer as a result of it. It's only the gun lobby and some people on the other side of the aisle who don't see it that way. We owe it to the families across America to make this country a little safer. And what we learned both in Atlanta and Boulder, Colorado, is that there's a lot of work to be done, and innocent people will continue to die until we do it.
Senator Murray.
My heart goes out to the families who are mourning in Boulder today, including the family of Officer Eric Talley, according to reports, the first officer who arrived to respond. To those reeling after 8 lives were lost in Georgia 1 week ago, including 6 Asian American women, and to every worker, parent, student, and every person in our country who lives each day with the preventable, unacceptable, and deadly threat of gun violence in their workplace, at school, or when they're out in their community, or even when they're home. In our state, in my state, families will never be the same after Marysville, after Mukilteo, after the Seattle Jewish Federation, and so many others. According to the Giffords Law Center, there are 753 gun deaths in Washington state each year. That amounts to 1 every 12 hours. For years, Democrats have pushed for action to stop this killing with common sense reform that will save lives. For years, we've been blocked by Republican leaders and their special interests. Now, we can act, and we will. People across the country and across the political spectrum want these tragedies to end. They know no matter how you vote, the threat of gun violence is real. They want this to stop, and Democrats are committed to making sure that it does. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Murray. Senator Cardin.
Well, Senator Schumer, Senator Durbin, Senator Murray, thank you very much for your leadership on this issue. Make no mistake about it, universal background checks will save lives. Make no mistake about it, outlawing high-capacity magazines will save lives. Make no mistake about it, getting the military-style weapons off of our street and private ownership will save lives. And Senator Schumer said we have not only a COVID pandemic, we have a gun violence pandemic in this country. So I thank our leadership for bringing these issues forward. I just want to spend a moment on a bill that will be coming up later this week, and that is the extension of the Paycheck Protection Program. The House passed this legislation, as Senator Schumer pointed out, by a 415-3 vote, strong bipartisan vote, that would extend the program from the end of this month, 2 months for applications and an additional month for processing those applications. This extension is desperately needed. Let me just give you an example. The Biden administration reached out to the more difficult small businesses to get help. The smaller small businesses had an exclusive opportunity for 14 days. As a result of that opportunity for those companies, 20 employees or less, during that 14-day period, 400,000 signed up for the forgivable PPP loans. But here's the point. Almost 200,000 were first-time PPP recipients. They needed help in reaching out. We have changed the eligibility in the American Rescue Plan. The Biden administration has made it more available for those who do not have employees, the self-employed. This requires time to get these applications not only filed, but processed. As a result, if we do not extend the program, there are going to be a lot of small businesses that are going to be left out. We know that. That's why there's bipartisan legislation to extend the date. Senator Collins has filed the bill in the Senate, along with Senator Shaheen and myself. It's bipartisan. We've always worked together on these issues. We need to get it done. Now, here's the important point. We'll have a hearing on this tomorrow. We'll get the exact numbers, but we're estimating that at the end of March, there's going to be about $50 billion still remaining in the PPP allocated funds. So the funds are there, but we need to extend the law in order for this to work. I know some of my colleagues say, well, can't we change things around here and there? Our committee is open any time to look at changes in the PPP program. The first order of business is to make sure the program is still there. And that requires the passage of this bill unamended by the end of this week. And I thank Senator Schumer for giving us the opportunity to extend the PPP program.
Please subscribe to our channel and do not forget press the bell icon for more videos about news like Senate and all around the world. So please subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Thanks for watching.